Check this out. Shank. All right, you guys know that intro. That's Under the Bridge by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I'm making this video because a whole bunch of you have been asking me, what do I do with these really hard chord shapes? I'm going to give you a few ideas. I'm going to give you really important things to keep in mind while you're doing this. But mainly it stemmed from this video I made on all 12 of the major triads and the 4 string sets. I'll link that at the end. It was the very first triad on the EAD open strings, okay? And it looks like this. And yeah, it's not an easy shape. Focus camera. See that right there? So that's a C major triad. It sounds like this. C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G. The hard part of this shape is, I don't think it's so much the stretch, because I don't have big hands, I don't have small hands, I have like medium hands, all right? The hardest part of this stretch is just this, the 5th to the 3rd, the G to the E. See that right there? Okay? And then I have the 4th finger to the 3rd finger, C to E. Now that's a little bit harder in my mind because our weakest finger is our pinky. Our weakest finger is our pinky, right? So our pinky to our 3rd finger, it's just kind of an unorthodox feeling, especially when they're isolated like that. So now a lot of people are like, well, I'll just never play that triad. No, wrong. Trust me, you're gonna see a song you like, you're gonna have a certain flavor of sound you want in your head, and you're gonna need this shape. So you're gonna want it, because watch, all that's gonna do is it's gonna lead into other things too. It's just a gateway into, if I play down here, watch this, listen real close. This is the A minor triad, same shape, but now I'm using my 4th, 2nd, and 1st finger. I'm going between, my 3rd finger's not used, because I have to flat this 3rd to make it minor. Watch the Music Theory Monday playlist linked at the end of this and you'll get all that. So watch. Major triad, minor triad. Okay, great. So the most important part is keeping your internal rhythm solid. I don't care if you can't play out every note of the chord, right? Keeping your rhythm going, being like a drummer on the guitar, keeping the rhythm tight is the most important thing. Everything else you can fill in over time. So what I would do too is take your, like I said, take your picking, strumming hand out of it and just see if you can go like papa toot and land it. Toot papa toot off 2 4 on 2 3 4 off 2 3 4 on 2 3 4. When you feel comfortable with that, you could just do that on the couch. You can just sit there and go okay? So that is gonna build that internal rhythm, and then you can start adding in the actual strumming hand or picking hand, whether you want to arpeggiate it. Maybe I'll just do downstrokes. Okay, because what is this? Then this is a gateway into becoming a next level player. Then you start doing hammer-ons. You can't get that though until you get the foundation to build the house, right? Okay, so what I would do too is break it into the 2 parts like I said. Just take this interval, this C to E, see if you can nail that. Okay, and you can move this shape anywhere you want. Your root's right here on the low E though, just be aware of that. You'll see that in the video, in the chart I make you too. Let's see if you can get the minor 3rd interval. So maybe just do the 3rd and 4th finger, and then do the 1st and 3rd finger. 3rd and 4th finger, 1st and 3rd finger. Okay, and again, I'll be making the minor triads, all 12 minor triads on all 4 string sets. That's coming in the next few days with charts, so grab that. Keep your eyes peeled, all right? But just try that, okay? If I don't get all that to sound out, it's okay. Just keep the rhythm going. Just... See, I'm taking my hand off the shape going back. You don't hear me playing any notes. Now, When my rhythm falls apart, that's gonna be way more obvious if I'm not hitting all the notes in the chord. So let's wrap this up with the dreaded bar chord, all right? And I've done lots of videos on this, but let's just do a C major bar chord, okay? And this is the chord that baffles every beginner, intermediate, some advanced players. Again, the most important part is keeping the rhythm going. Don't let the train come off the tracks ever. That's your rule. Don't ever let the train derail. Sometimes it'll happen. That's okay. Move on. Dust yourself up, move on. But if you think about a bar chord, we got 6 strings. So let's just pick each one and see if they're sounding out. You guys drop in the comments too. I used to be so obsessed when I couldn't get bar chords. I always thought I was a failure if I didn't get every note to sound out. But I wish my teacher would have pointed out, hey man, you can maybe just nail the high end part of the chord, like the high and B. Or nail the mid-range part of the chord, which is like the D and G. Or maybe get the low end part, which is the E and A. So I could have done stuff like this. Do you hear me playing the high end part? No. Maybe I can hit the high end part on the upstrokes. Okay, so that's just an idea too. Take like a bar chord and just get the rhythm tight and then let your ear kind of hone in on what parts of that chord you're sounding out. All right? Then one more tiny thing, but I know you guys can do this, the triads video, right? So this triad shape right here, which lives inside of every major bar chord, this is on the D, G, B string. You could do something like this. Now this might be a little more advanced because I'm gonna take my thumb and come over, and a lot of you guys have been asking to make me a video on what to do if I have small hands, and most of it's just how you adapt. It's just like your positioning, right? With like the physical positioning of your body. So in this case, I'm gonna just play these 3 notes, like the mid-range part of the chord, but I'm wrapping over, I'm gonna hit all the strings, so I'm gonna go from the bar to the triad. So that's pretty much it. So what I want you guys to do is go watch the video. I'm gonna link at the end here. I said like 6 times now. The major triad. See if we can get this very first 1, 3, 5 position. Okay? C, E, G, and see how well you can get that. See if you can just get that. And then maybe what you could do is, maybe you can move it up here so you're playing the G, and move it down to the F, and then back to the C, all right? It sounds like my little man's coming in here. So it sounds like the video is about to be over. There he is, say hi. Let's wrap this up. Apparently he's got his snowman. He's destined to be a drummer for sure. All right, so you guys drop me a comment. Drop Jellyfish or your favorite sea creature in the comments. Drop where you're watching from. Check out the playlist at the end for the music theory. Yeah, or drop your snowman. Check out the playlist on the Music Theory Monday. That's when I'm talking all the language and music. You're gonna start connecting the dots, aha moment after aha moment. That's all guitar is it's just a series of aha moments. But just take your strumming hand out and see if you can go between some chords, all right? Maybe this major triad to this minor triad, okay? And I'll build out that minor triad list soon, okay? You guys, once you get these major and minor triads too, on a side note, your playing is gonna be unstoppable. You're gonna see, and I can't wait to hear your comments on it. You guys have already been dropping comments like, oh my gosh, I'm getting it, I'm connecting it, I'm learning it, and that's the whole reason I started this channel. Team Jellyfish forever, keep going, I'll see you in the next video, peace.